Yeah, I'm gonna have chicken flying all over the daggum house. That's a weird little chunk of breast there. I don't like that one, but we'll eat it. There's a bone there.
Don't lose that tender in there.
I'm not. I'm trying to go down and. Today we're gonna be doing Texas style chicken breast, smoked chicken breast. Okay. These chicken breasts were still had the bone in them. You can get them boneless, obviously. It's way easier. Anyways, cut the meat off the bone, pull the skin off. We're gonna season it. We're gonna put it on the smoker. This recipe originally come from a fella named Malcolm Reed at How to Barbecue Right, and it was for turkey breast. And his turkey breasts that he smoked Texas style were so freaking good. Everybody loved them. And it was so easy to do. I just thought that since turkey breast anyhow, sometimes a little tough to find around here, and chicken of course is cheaper, I kind of adapted his method to chicken breast. So that's what we're doing today is chicken breast, and it turns out pretty awesome. I've had to tweak it a little bit. But what we're going to do is we got a salt and pepper mix here, and it's about 60-40, more pepper than salt, and we're gonna season these dudes up and not be real shy with this stuff. And that's literally all that we're gonna put on them is just salt and pepper. It's kosher salt and coarse ground black pepper, and that's all there is to it. No fancy rubs, none of that business. So these are ready to go on the pit, and we'll be right back, and we'll go out there and throw them on the pit, and we'll talk a little bit about the fire and all that good stuff. Okay, you ready? Okay, here's the old pit. It's built this 20 years ago out of 16-inch pipe, and it's served us well. We're doing indirect heat. We have charcoal and some wood chips. We like hickory. You can use whatever you like, as long as it's, indirect heat, or you can use a pellet grill or whatever. I'm sure this recipe will work on whatever you're using as far as the pit goes. But basically these guys are just going to set in here down at the end. We're gonna shoot for around 250, something like that. And I take a few chips of wood and throw on there and shut the door, and away we go. These will usually, they're quite fast. I mean, we're gonna smoke them until they reach an internal temp of about 140. At 140, we're gonna pull them and wrap them. And there's a little trick that Malcolm showed that I think is the key to this whole thing. So we're coming up here 200, 250, whatnot. So I'll come back and tend the fire and whatnot, and we'll keep it smoking for a little bit. So like I said, usually it's about 2.5 hours total time. So like I said, this is a pretty fast meal, and I think you'll like it. So we'll be back shortly, and we'll talk some chickens more. Up to about 145 or so. So now we're gonna wrap it, and what we're gonna do is, since we only have 3 chicken breasts, we're gonna put them all in one foil wrap, which is not a problem. But what we do is we take some butter. I got a whole stick of butter here, and the wife, of course, says it's way too much, but I don't think so. Basically put some pads in there, and we'll get the bird out, and let's see here. Oh yeah, took out my probe, and let me get these guys off the griddle here. And basically, we're gonna put them all face down on the butter. I accidentally got a couple of pieces there, no big deal. Well, now what we'll do is we're gonna take and wrap these guys up. And then we're going to put them back on the grill. We're going to take our temp probe. We're going to stick it in one. And what we're going to do is we're going to want, see, we're already 156, so it's getting pretty hot. My fire's possibly a little hot, but that's okay. What we're going to do is we're going to let them ride with the butter and the foil wrap till about 162, 164, somewhere around in there. We're going to pull them off, we're going to let them rest a little bit, and then we're going to cut them up. And trust me, this chicken, I know everybody makes videos where they take the chicken off and they cut it and they squeeze it and they show you all this juice in it. Well, all meat's juicy right off the bat like that. The key, I think, is the butter and the foil, because what I've noticed about this is it's juicy the next day after that. If you have any left the next day, it's still juicy. It's awesome cold. It's just fantastic. Works out great. We love it. And I think you will too if you try it. And the beauty is it's super simple. Super simple. Not a lot of, not a lot of to it. So anyways, we'll be back here when we're going to let it ride, and then we'll be back when we cut it up. So the chicken's rested. It hit 164, something like that. We let it rest for a little bit. And we're going to cut this stuff up, show you what it looks like. We wish you could be here to try it, because it is very, very good. And it's so simple, no nonsense, straightforward kind of stuff. Not super fancy, but so here we'll pull this other guy out of there. I mean, it's seriously good chicken. There we go. They're all laying there. And basically, what I like to do is cut them across the grain, almost like you would slice brisket or something. This is the way the guy did the turkey. And yeah, I know I got an electric knife. I don't have a good knife, but so basically, cutting it that way, I mean, it's tender, pulls apart. It's very, very tender here. I'm gonna give some to the camera lady here, because she loves it. Now I guess I could pick this up and squeeze it.
So good.
I guess I could pick it up and squeeze it like everybody does. Look at all the juice. Yeah, juice, big deal.
Delicious.
Trust me, you'll like this, and it's so simple, so straightforward.
Gourmet.
We kind of call it chicken brisket, And as soon as the boys get home in a few minutes, this will probably all be wiped out. There's not usually leftovers. But when it's cold and you put it on some salad or something, make a chicken salad with smoked chicken, good stuff.